What's up, guys? Welcome to Keto Rewind. I'm Jess, and today is day 24 of my Keto Rewind Clean 30 challenge. Hashtag KR Clean 30. So anyways, today's a full day of eating keto. If you're new to this and you're wondering what is the Clean 30, the link is right here in the cards, and it's basically a link to the playlist of all of the videos. I made a meal plan, a 30-day meal plan for free based off of what I have been eating over the past year and a half, that allowed me to lose 125 pounds. So everybody wanted to know what I eat and all that stuff, so I finally took the time and did it. So, and I made this entire meal plan for free. You can download it off my website, ketorewind.com, and click the link down below, or go to the cards up here and watch the full, I guess, 24 other videos that are up there. And at the end of this challenge, all 30 videos will be on that playlist, and it will always be for free. And this is something that I feel like is a great way to just learn the basics of keto and what I really did or what I really ate to lose over 125 pounds. So I'm gonna kick today off with lunch, and then we're gonna go through dinner. Lunch is kind of like a basic repeat. We're not gonna spend too much time on it, but dinner is a new delicious recipe. And as you can see, I'm dressed for the lake. I've been down at the lake all day, and this is a real easy drop and go type dinner that'll take you no time to make. So if it's one of those busy weeknight dinners that you can do and not worry about having to make this huge meal, this is real easy, simple, and that's the main thing. Keep it simple, silly. So anyways, if you have been following along and you have been following me for over a year now, the first time you might have seen me is when I was in my camp last year. I had another YouTuber give me a shout out. Her name was Shelly's Home Life, I think it was. She's no longer on YouTube. Don't ask me. I have no idea what happened to her. But she gave me a shout out, and a huge influx of subscribers came to my channel. And ever since then, my channel has been growing like crazy. So if you have been here since then, comment below. And yeah, I'm back at that same camp that we might have first met at. So anyways, let's start off today with a full day of eating keto. So we'll kick it off with lunch, and then I'll show you how easy this dinner is. Look who I just found. Look what the cat dragged in. We got Mom
bearing gifts.
So we're gonna make a ranch dressing for the spicy chicken salad. A buffalo chicken usually goes hand in hand with ranch. So one of the cool things about ranch dressing is I'm normally a Hellmann's mayonnaise fan through and through, Hellmann's or Duke's, and it's been hard adjusting to avocado mayo. However, you can mask the taste with spices, and it's almost like having it, and it's way healthier. So I'm gonna teach you how to make a basic ranch dressing using an avocado-based mayo. So it just keeps it clean. If you don't have avocado mayo, you can use regular mayonnaise. Don't sweat the small stuff. But when you get a chance, try just switching to avocado mayo.
And we get that at Costco.
At Costco, yeah, nice big
tub. Of
tub.
all the ones, that's the one, this Sir Kensington is the one that is the most tolerable to me, right?
I feel like you just have to put the spices in it.
Put a lot of this in it.
A lot of spices. So it's going to be real easy. You're not going to want to make any more store-bought ranch dressings after you've been making your own. So, but we're going to use these chicken tenders here. I got 2 flats of them, and we're going to basically just make a quick little marinade, let them marinate while we make the dressing. And I'm going to mix it up and use a coleslaw and romaine mix for the salad. It just gives it a little bit more of a barbecue type taste. Like you usually think barbecue chicken, or spicy chicken, coleslaw. Well, throw your coleslaw mix in your salad. It doesn't always have to be basic salad. You can use any type of a salad mix. Use spring mix, kale, whatever. Keep it simple.
It also makes a little more crunchy.
A little crunchy, and then there's a little bit of carrot and the different color cabbages. So it just gives a little bit more color. So don't sweat the small stuff. Use whatever salad mix that you have. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, and we're gonna make the marinade for the spicy chicken, and then I'll also show you the ranch. Okay, so we're gonna start off real simple and just use a regular old pan to marinate the chicken in. I'm gonna use avocado oil, and remember, let me get a measuring scoop. Measure your oil. I'm certainly missing my 2 tablespoon measuring spoon that I normally use in my videos. I'm back at home in Texas, so I'm gonna have to get one of those, another set for my camp. But I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons, and this is just to give it a little something so it doesn't stick to the grill. But 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, and then we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup of hot sauce. I switch between Frank's or Texas Pete. But you can back it off, or you can have more depending on what you want. There's very minimal ingredients, pretty clean. So just make sure you read the label. This one is just basically hot sauce and spices. But I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup. And this is where you're gonna get a lot of flavor without having to commit to too many calories or anything that's gonna wreck your macros. Okay. And next we're going to add just a little bit of oregano. Oregano is a great spice to add to your lineup. There's lots of great benefits. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon. I don't typically measure my spices. You should if you're new to learn, but if you're like me, I'm more of I dump. The next thing is some garlic powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle. I'm using about 3 pounds of chicken tenders for this. I mean, it's not gonna be that much. It's just gonna be a nice light coating. Salt, your pink salt. I know there's another salt out there. Starts with an R. I've been meaning to look into that. Paprika gives it some color and a little bit of spice, just a little bit without, about that much. Not much, just enough. Onion powder. And lemon juice. I love using lemon juice in this recipe. It makes it so fresh. I had to open this. We just moved up here. But probably a good squirt, of a lemon. I'm using juice, but fresh would be obviously better. And some fresh cracked pepper. And I'm just gonna give this a quick little mix. And then we're gonna put the chicken in here and let that marinade while I cut up the avocado, while I assemble the rest, and then we're gonna throw it on the grill. Real easy. I'm just gonna let that all come down here. Give it a good mix without being too worrisome about it, just to get it good and mixed. And it smells so good and so fresh. All right, now I'm just gonna toss this around until everything's nice and coated, and just let it rest while the grill is preheating and while I'm assembling the salad. And as you can see, it doesn't really need much. It just gives it a little color and just a little spice. You can adjust the spices to your taste. Maybe you want more hot sauce, maybe you want more salt. Just do you. But the chicken comes out so tasty. And it's not too spicy where my kids won't eat it. So, all right, now this is just gonna rest. There's a close-up. And I'm gonna assemble the next step. Okay, so I'm gonna make croutons using the keto bread that you've been seeing all for the past 2 weeks. Basically, it has unflavored protein powder, almond flour, xanthan gum, baking powder, salt, water, and that's it. So I'm gonna make the same bread recipe, but then I'm also gonna put Italian seasoning on it so that it will have a seasoned crouton taste. So I'll show you the basic how to start it, and then we're just gonna season it differently at the end. So let's start with that. So you're gonna need a scoop of protein powder. And this is, one of these will make enough for a whole salad. There'll be plenty of croutons. So 1 scoop, if you want to get a great deal right now on Perfect Keto, there's a promo down below. Buy 5 items and get 35% off. It's a really good deal. I highly recommend the unflavored whey, collagen, protein bars, the whole thing. So half cup of almond flour, a pinch of salt, and then I need a measuring cup. And you're gonna need a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. That's what really gives it the true bread-like taste and holds it together. So a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, a heaping 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Oops. Trying to make a heaping. There we go. A heaping 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and I just need a little of sweetener. I use the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. I'm going to use a teaspoon of the granular. If you have the powdered, use 1/2 teaspoon because it's 2 to 1. So if you have the granular like me, just do 1 full teaspoon. All right, and then mix that all up, and then we're going to add 70 grams of water to it. But make sure you mix your your dry ingredients first. It just makes it so that it will just be easier to mix and get right into your pan. So this is what I'm going to use to make the shape. You want something real flat in the bottom. It looks like it would have, if you have like a raised bottom, it's going to make that shape. So pay attention, and you want a flat bottom so it cooks nice and flat. So I did make that mistake when I first made this. The bottom of my Tupperware had a raised bottom, so my toast came out that way. So anyways, now that we got that mixed, I'm gonna put some Italian spices in there. And I'm gonna make an Italian seasoned crouton, but you can even leave these plain. I'm gonna probably do almost a full tablespoon in there. I want it to actually, that was a little short. So a full tablespoon of Italian spice, some garlic powder, and a little onion powder, if I can find my onion powder, and a little onion powder. So probably a 1/4 teaspoon of the onion and garlic, and a full tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and a little extra salt, because croutons, you want kind of a little bit of flavor to pop out. So now I'm going to give that another stir. So everything's nice and mixed, and it smells like a seasoned crouton. And now all we're going to do is add 70 grams of water. Now we're just going to add 70 grams of water, and it should make a nice slight dough, nice and easy.
Do you need butter?
And yeah, if you want to get me a little butter and hit it at the bottom of that pan. Mom's my sous chef.
She likes being in charge.
No, she's a good helper. Plus, she wants to learn how to make all these recipes as well. This one's a new one that I experimented with. And you want to grease. I normally would use a coconut oil spray, but I forgot to buy one at the store. So butter would be fine too. And this is just so it doesn't stick.
I like butter better.
Butter does give it some flavor, like a buttery crouton. So we're cool with that. All right. And now put your powder in here and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The cooking time may vary based off of your own microwave. Do you smell it? It smells good, right?
It smells very good.
And just work it in it so it's nice and level. You want it to cook evenly so that the croutons resemble a true square shape. So just work it into the corners. And lastly, I give it a couple of taps. And now it's ready for the microwave. All right, next we're gonna dice up some avocado chunks for the salad. Just do it regular size pieces like that. And we're gonna, for the 6 of us, we're gonna do 3 whole avocados. And here is my bread, and now I'm gonna slice this up into crouton shapes.
Do you do that? You slice it warm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just do it like this, watch out.
We got a lot going on in this kitchen.
Nothing new.
We are all very used to working in the kitchen together because Sunday is family day in our house. And when we all lived within an hour of each other, every Sunday of our lives, we got together and I cooked with my 2 daughters every Sunday. And that's how everybody learned to cook.
All right, and that's cut all the way through. Now we have 2 thin pieces, and I'm just gonna cut crouton shapes. And we're gonna put them in the air fryer or your toaster and crisp them up. Okay, so I'm gonna just take these croutons and spread them out on a greased pan. I just used butter. You could take it a step further and put more seasoning on these. Like you could hit it again with some Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper. But being that this is a experiment, we're gonna test it. So, as is, like it is. Probably got enough fat and it will sizzle nicely. So I'm just gonna pop this in the broiler for a couple minutes until it's nice and toasted. Flip them to the other side and I'll have my croutons. Okay, so now we're gonna make the ranch. So we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using an avocado-based mayonnaise. Use whatever one you have. Yep, that's it. I guess we should use this smaller bowl. And next, a 1/4 cup of sour cream. If you want to use a dairy-free option, you could use like a Greek yogurt, but you'll need a 1/4 cup. And then a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Another alternative would be unsweetened plain almond milk or a milk of your choice. And then we went ahead and made up a mix ahead of time, but in this mix, I'll post the recipe below. I usually make up a bunch of this ahead of time. This way I only need 2 tablespoons of this ranch blend, but this ranch blend will also be the blend I put on my chicken tomorrow night. So I'll post the recipe below, but it's onion powder, garlic powder, chives, dill, dried buttermilk powder, salt, and so that's basically what we're gonna be working with. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a tablespoon and measure out 2 tablespoons. But this is great to have in the house, a great easy topping for chicken, an easy dip, and an easy ranch dressing. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons. If you want to thin it out, if it's too thick, just add either some water or add a little bit more cream and give it a taste test. So when you are going to have your ranch dressing on your salad, make sure you measure 2 tablespoons or 30 grams. Don't just pour it all over your salad. That's where you're going to add all of your fat and go way over and then wonder why you're not losing weight. So measure the dressing. Measure, measure, measure. I can't stress that enough. So anyways, the next thing is we're going to assemble the salad. Or actually, we'll go out to the grill and get the chicken going. Okay, so let's go check on the chicken and see if there's anybody else over there we know. Look who I found.
Welcome to the grilling center.
The grilling, we meet here again. What do you have on the grill?
Chicken.
Chicken? Should we take a peek? Yum. There's the chicken tenders grilling away. All right, so now we're gonna go look at the crouton. Okay, so in the air fryer, we have the croutons toasting. So we will tell you exact time it took. But you can use a toaster oven, you can use your regular oven, a broiler, and we just want those dried out and toasted. So we'll be back when those are ready. Okay, so this is my mom's air fryer, and it was on her air fryer setting, the Emerald Lagasse air fryer. She did it for, what, 200 degrees for 5 minutes, and It was perfect. So that's what they turned out. They were perfect. All right, so that's going to be the croutons for our salad. Is that hot?
Hot right there.
Those are looking pretty darn good. Get yourself a bowl, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. We're going to start with some romaine lettuce as my base, and then some coleslaw mix. If you want to just do romaine, you can. I just like the crunch that the cabbage gives to my salad. And then next we're going to do some fresh mozzarella. I'm going to do, these are ovalini, just small little vanilla, pearls of mozzarella. So the serving size says 8. So I'm going to put 8 on there. And I'm just going to spread them all around so they look good. And then next thing I'm going to do is add about half of an avocado sliced up. The avocado just really makes this. I have bacon bits that I made. They're bacon crumbles from Costco. You can just take a couple slices of bacon and crumble it like that. I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons worth. And then I have my croutons that I just made. This made 4 servings, so I'm going to take about a quarter. And then last but not least, I'm going to do a solid 5 to 6 ounces of chicken. So roughly around 4 to 5 pieces, depending on what size pieces. And then there's the final look before I put my dressing on. Remember, measure the dressing. All right, and now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of ranch, homemade ranch. You don't have to have this ranch. Any dressing is fine, but I highly recommend you at least give this homemade ranch a try. And there is the finished product. Spicy loaded chicken salad.